What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and this is the Nokia Lumia 800. It was announced today at Nokia World in London. I'm here live on location. We'll take a look here at the device so you can get a close look at Nokia's first Windows Phone 7 or 7.5 now device. Just so we'll give you a quick run through the specs. 1.4 gigahertz processor, Qualcomm processor, 3.8-inch AMOLED display with clear black technology, which is Nokia's catchphrase, if you will. And you can see, the camera's not really doing it justice. I say that in all these videos. It's very, very black. Colors look good, and then it's in this nice unibody design. It's very similar to the Nokia N9, which is their Symbian device that was released a few weeks back, which you can see up here. Your volume rocker on the side, 2 shortcut buttons, 3.5mm headphone jack, your SIM card slot, and a micro USB charging port up top here, and then a nice speaker on the bottom. So it looks great, feels great, and it's one of those devices where when you look at it heads on, it looks a little bit brash, a little rough around the edges, but you can really see when you look at it on the side how curvy and how good looking it actually is. Let's take an in-depth look at it with Keith Nowak from Nokia.
Alright, so this is the Nokia Lumia 800. Familiar Windows Phone interface that you can see, but this is a beautiful AMOLED screen. I mean, you can see it here. Real blacks. It almost floats to the top, which is really cool. Screen is curved, so it actually kind of embeds itself with this whole roundness of this phone. It's almost hard until you actually touch and feel it, but this design, although it looks kind of hard-edged when you look straight on, it's actually really rounded, real pillowy and soft feeling. I've never really found anything quite like it. It's real pretty, real, the nice about this color is also this is not paint. This is molded in color. This is one chunk of polycarbonate that then is machined and polished, and it just feels really nice. And then everything you can see is sort of squished into the phone this way. It's really tough to manufacture, but I think the end result is totally worth it. Everything's sort of hidden, so up at the top, you push right here, there is your charging jack. If I was to pull that out, obviously it'd stop the phone, but that's where the SIM card would slide in and out, and it is a micro SIM. Back to the back again, 8-megapixel camera with Zeiss optics, so that really high-end, rich camera experience that Nokia's really known for. And of course, being Windows Phone also has the dedicated power button over here. Apparently I have, no, I don't know. There we go. So back to this again. Again, pretty much what you'd see in Windows Phone, but you'll see that you also have some of the apps we talked about today. The Nokia Drive app that's on board is already preloaded. So some of the unique differentiators that we're bringing to Windows Phone. For different size, speaker on the bottom. There's obviously the screen, jack, charging jack under here, SIM card. Nothing on this side, just real nice and clean. Camera, dual LED flash, and then volume rocker, power, and camera button on this side.
Now, specs-wise, can you walk through some of the specs?
Spec-wise, you're looking, of course, obviously AMOLED screen, which is really pretty. You've got a 1.4 gigahertz Snapdragon processor on board, 16 gig of memory. So again, what you would expect from a good high-end Windows Phone product from that standpoint. A lot of it is strong specs, but so much of it is just the fluidity of it. It just works really well with this platform, and the design is just awesome.
Is that 4-inch display?
3.8.
3.8, okay. And then does the 8-megapixel camera shoot video in 1080p?
The camera is, I believe, 720p.
720, okay.
Yeah, we should look that one up, but I'm pretty sure 720p.
Can we see some of the apps that were announced?
Yeah, I think the big one being Nokia Drive. And let's see what comes up here, because I think the last time I loaded this up, the maps that were on board were probably East Coast somewhere. So I'm not sure how much is going to come up. But there is the graphics. I should probably load in. It's not, well, there's actually, this would be DC. So this is by the airport DC, so obviously not here. But again, what's really cool about it is you have these neat graphics that come in. This helped me a lot when I was trying to walk around, is that you can actually see what the buildings look like. So you go, oh, that landmark looks familiar. So that's one thing I really did like about it. Turn-by-turn directions. The NavTech asset that Nokia owns definitely helps us with these kind of applications.